So, loved one, this is a new day in my life, more precisely a new morning. And today, I just woke up, and that was a really a wild storm outside of my home, and a lot of rain, a lot of cold and everything like that. And today I'm really sick, not really, but I sick. So I think that I will done how I can say this thing do workouts for today, especially because for right now it's really cold. So if I will go out and I don't really have a gym because I just didn't really sign up for a gym, and it's really good that it's not because of the reason that you know uh, it's not because of the reason that how I can say this thing I don't have the money to just sign up for a gym because it's a pretty fucking cheap everything. And I think that's actually a really amazing for this day because you know I don't you know feel that I just I don't feel that I survived. I just survived the before in my country, and that was really awful. But I really think that I got used about this thing and just was in a position that I'm a pretty feel good about every day. I just passed away, and I think it's pretty nicely to just get used about this so awful position, get used about so awful feeling, and just get used about all your bullshit that you actually get. um, and I think it actually was a pretty important for my journey. Just eat all the shit and know how to just be honest with myself and every day walk up and just do my thing according my routine and just get all the awful thing on my life as a normal. And first I think it's truly amazing to just was in this position that I just in a so badly and uncomfortable country, and I just get used about all the thing, all the problems. I got all of the bullshit thing I just got, and I think it's absolutely something I just learned, and I really appreciate myself that I did all this period of time. I just passed away about this, and just came from a shock to for a pretty unshock for a pretty get used about all of the problem and just get past about all of the shits. And I think it's really good. It's really 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 good, and I really appreciate myself about all of this time. But you know for this time I just feel really good because you know I feel I have what I want, and I feel that I just can pay about what I want, and I not really afraid to pay about the thing that I just want because it's so cheap. So I don't care, and I think it's really amazing. I think it's really amazing, and the reason I just tell this thing is is because yesterday I just was in the supermarket and I just wanted to buy something, and something really small, and then eventually I just bought more. Okay, bought more things I just need, and when the furnace of the thoughts just upload and stand on my brain because of the previous, period of time that I just was. I just, could say to these callings on my brain that, just try to buy something more, even you actually need. And it's because this is not the reason that you actually in this supermarket you actually wanted to buy something else. And the thing that I just wanted to say for this, callings on my brain is, I just can't do it right now. I just can't buy this thing right now, and I will don't, feel this thing because it's so cheap. So I just bought this several thing that I just want more, and this is something that I just never did. I never did this thing before. I never, was in a position that I just feel that I can spend. And before that, I just bought a lot of things in the supermarket at this country and everything like that. But I just never felt like, I have this fear to just spend more money because, I just came from a position that all a fucking thing that I just buy costs so fucking much. And, in eventually, I just in a position right now that I just can say to this to this calling on my brain, to this fairness, to just buy even something really slightly more, even you actually need this thing just because it's so expensive. Shut your mouth. It's okay. I can buy this thing. It's never mine, and that's what I did. And all the fucking things was so cheap, and I think it's really good. It's really good for my psychological. Okay, just this fear that actually was from the previous period of time that actually say you can't buy something more. Everything is so so expensive. You just can't. Okay, this is money that you actually must to keep about because you just must. And the other part of my brain say never mind. Okay, calmness about this thing. Stop being so anxiety about your money. It's okay. It's a cheap. Okay, really calm about your money. It's okay. And that's what I did. And I think it's really amazing. Feel that you actually can buy this thing because you don't really feel this thing. And the amazing part is the part that you actually spend money that you fear to actually spend money. And that's the problem that I just want to fix on my brain. This fear that actually became so so dramatically, in my case, especially for me, because I just do other things, but then eventually, it's a thing that actually exists of most of the people in my country. No matter how much you work, no matter how much you actually want the money, no matter how much you actually have in a bank, and even you just really make a really good money or something like that. And I think it's it's absolutely it's absolutely good, but not because of the thing I just bought, because of the fairness that just torn off, and I just succeed to get improve about this thing, to get to just you know say that I don't care. And just if you actually millionaire on my country, you can buy things like I buy things, because this is not really connection with the money that you actually make. This is a connection with the so cost of money that everything is 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 as price. Okay, the price is so big, and because of that, you actually put your attention for everything, and it is not really connection with the money that you actually make. If you actually billionaire, it's something else. If you actually millionaire, it's something else. But you know, um, the problem that because of that, most of the people in my country just feel that all they think, all the thing that they actually want, all the even the small thing, the one thing, everything like that is, just cost a lot of money. And because of that, even you actually have money, you just feel that you will buy what you actually need, and that's it. This is absolutely forbidden to just buy things that you don't need. And it is something that, open a thing in your brain, because all the time your brain just, live in a position that you fear to spend about something more, because all the things so much, of costing. And in eventually and shortly, I just will say that it's really opened something on my mind, more than it just was really cheap, but it's never mind. It's, the thing that I just release from this fairness that actually exists in so many people in my country, that, all the thing that they actually, buy, even, if it's something really small, you just need to think about the money that you actually spend, because it's so fucking, expensive. Even you actually have a lot of in the bank, it's never mind, because in eventually, if you will spend really big amount of money about something small, it's actually fuck something on your brain, because, you just don't really understand, your reason to just spend so much money. Okay, even you actually had. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's really hard to just explain this thing. This fairness that exists, and, how much it's so different to just feel that you actually have the money to just spend, you actually have the thing to just spend, and it is not really, move your mind, move your money, move your everything, and eventually, I just think that it's truly amazing. Okay, and, it's simply different. And so that's actually my point right now. I just spoke a lot of, about this thing, but I just wanted to make, explanation about this thing. Even I just didn't really put this thing on, maybe on the right, and I just clear this thing, and it's not really understandable. But never mind. I just wanted to make it clear about this thing. Clear about the position that, you know if in some country the things is cost so much, even you actually have money, you have this fairness to just spend about something that you don't really 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 need. And, when a thing is so cheap, even you actually have less in the bank, it's never mind, because you don't really feel that you need to fear about every, single thing that you just put more on your account. And I think that's it. I don't really know if I just, clear this thing, but I just wanted. So, in eventually, I just spoke right now that I'm sick, and this is a really wild storm on my country, on this country I just live right now, and very good, very warm, very nicely. Maybe I will just work out in the home. Maybe I will just work out, eventually at the continuing of the day. And I will just continue my things and do the thing I just want. And yeah, very very nice, very nicely. Yesterday, as I said, I just didn't really work on my project very well and very a lot, because I just was busy about other thing, and I just was sick more than right now. For right now, it's, approximately of a normal, but for yesterday it was really really terrible. And, and the second, I just needed to think about something big this day, on my project, and that took a lot of time and a lot of energy. So I just needed to take a break and also spend a lot of time in order to just invest this thing on my project. So it also was a really hardy thing to just do, and because of that, that's actually what it was. And but right now, I feel really good about this day. I feel that I just have what I want. I feel I just, leave, and I just, um do the thing that I was that I just want, and I will continue doing a second video because I have something really important to talk about. But I feel I just talked about a lot of things right now.